Just want to welcome you guys to our new state-of-the-art basketball performance facility. Just want to take a couple minutes to kind of give you a tour of our facility, some of the great equipment that we have to help better develop our athletes. First, I want to go ahead and introduce Joe Grachin, Director of Athletic Performance for women's basketball. I'm Ryan Horn, Director of Athletic Performance for men's basketball, and this is your performance staff. Every rack is custom made, hand built from a company called Sornex. Each station racks are 9 feet tall to accommodate our longer athletes and bigger basketball players, which gives them the space to move and the space to work within the room. Every rack is equipped with state-of-the-art bars, attachments, custom bumpers from Intech. On the front side of the rack, everything we do on the front side is all catered towards explosiveness and power development. So whether it's the Olympic lifts, we have sidewinder or jammer arms that come off of our racks to do some basically explosive movements that are basically in a standing format that allow our athletes to move in space, help with kinesthetic awareness as they move through their workouts. As we see the attachments hooked up, this is a Vertimax Raptor. We're currently the first program in the country to have a Vertimax built into a rack. Now we're able to do basketball-specific movements and general power development, utilizing jumps, bounds, basketball-specific movements with a basketball, whatever we want to do to kind of develop the athlete in space. It makes it convenient, and it gives us a lot of versatility and a great tool in our toolbox to effectively train our athletes. On the inside of the racks, everything is outfitted. We have a custom-made Texas power bar, which is going to be stiffer and safe for our athletes. It's very important that the bars are proper for the exercises being performed. Inside the rack, we also have an iPad at each station. The iPad itself is going to attach basically to our GymAware, which is a power tool, and that power tool is going to go ahead and attach to the bar. This allows us to look at speed, power, track our athletes' weights, make sure that we're developing the athletes using the right weight and the right speed to really develop the quality that we want to see improved. On the back side of each station, you will find a set of power blocks. You'll also find basically a pulley column with a functional column and also a column from rows and lat pull downs. This allows us to do everything we need to do at one individual station. So the athletes do not have to move around, kind of go from station to station or different parts of the room. Everything is conveniently located at that station. It makes our workouts much more efficient. We're able to get more athletes through and get them through at a faster rate. In between each rack, you're going to see basically pull-up attachments. On the back side, you have a standard pull-up bar. On the front side, you'll have what we call grenades. Those grenades will help develop basketball-specific grip and then also forearm strength as well. The great thing about these racks is they're very versatile. We can add equipment easily, we can take it off, it's easy to attach, and then we can move through our workouts no problem. As we move around to the back side of the room, we have basically a 70-inch flat screen that's up top. We'll go ahead and put messages on here. A lot of our education will go up on this screen. A lot of our daily reminders, workout reminders. We do a lot of education, a lot of health, wellness, trying to help our athletes basically have the right mindset and develop the right habits to perform at a high level and sustain it over time. Each area on the end, we have 2 Frankenhypers. Now these Frankenhypers are fantastic machines. They're custom built for the athletes that we have, for the size of the athletes that we have. We perform a variety of torso, posterior chain, and lower body movements on these pieces. As we slide in, we have our Big Bear storage rack here. We have basically our Kevlar med balls, our parallel bars, which we use a lot for our body weight or gymnastic strength type movements. So we do a lot of core stability, handstand push-ups, things of that nature to help our athletes develop greater stability and greater strength in space. We also have our diamond bars, which are going to be here. These allow us to perform movements for guys that maybe aren't able to squat or have some type of injury or structural limitation. They can easily perform a squat type movement without having to load the spine, which gives us a lot of versatility within that program. We also have our DC blocks, which are basically help us adjust the range of motion for any type of lift. So if you have a 7-footer that's trying to pick the bar up off the ground, we can kind of progress and elevate the athlete and then work it down as that athlete becomes more flexible and mobile, utilizing those blocks and utilizing those exercises. I'm going to slide over this area right here. A lot of our nutrition, a lot of our iPads, technology, wellness questionnaires, things of that nature will happen on this station. So when we set that up, our iPads will be set up, our athletes will perform their RPEs, which is our rate of perceived exertion for the scale. They'll do their wellness questionnaires, their body weights. Everything will be handled on this station. So it allows us to filter athletes in, filter them out in a very efficient manner, and allows us to get through. With the men's and women's basketball programs, this has been something for us that has been absolutely fantastic. We've been able to have less schedule limitations, less issues getting into the weight room. We can make it highly convenient for the athletes, and we can really tailor and establish an environment that's conducive to whichever team's working in here without being interrupted, without being disrupted, or having to worry about any type of schedule issue. I can't do any type of video or tour without thanking Mitch Shaw. I just want to thank Mitch Shaw for basically providing us with the support and the resources we needed to complete this room. We're extremely grateful, extremely excited about what this room can do for our athletes as far as their physical and mental development is concerned. So we're really excited moving forward.